Hello and welcome to Second Coat with me, your host, Sweet Boy. Today we'll be recapping Challenge 3 of Paint It Out, the online digital makeup competition by Rose Productions over on Instagram, so make sure you give it a follow. The challenge is black and white, if you couldn't tell by this cutesy little clown look, a little bit creepy, a little bit cute, we love to see it. So stay tuned to find out who the special guest is and gush over all the looks of Challenge 3 of Paint It Out. It's going to be a cute time. Let's get into it. For this week's episode, we have someone you might remember from the Lady GaGa Ball and the Broadway Ball. It's Debbie Fluid. Welcome!
Hey, hookers.
How are we doing?
We are doing great. We have relocated to Toronto. We are sweaty and warm. We are not used to the humidity, but we're alive, and that's what matters.
Well, I do say you are looking hot. It must be the weather.
Thank you. Thank you. You look fantastic.
I look a bit crazy.
That's okay. It's black and white. I mean, no one really looks totally normal.
So, Paint It Out. How have we been following along? What are we thinking so far?
Yeah, so I've been following since the account was made, and I have to say the makeup artists are phenomenal. My favorite challenge for sure was the pop art one. That's my aesthetic. I love it. I thought that all the participants did really creative takes on it. So that was definitely my favorite one so far for sure.
That was so much fun. And so now here we are for a black and white challenge.
Yes, I found every black and white piece of wardrobe that I own and slapped it on. And here we are.
I was going to say, drag out is normally quite colourful, so black and white, that's a challenge more than anything.
Exactly.
Okay, first up in today's episode, we have the one and only Evie Heartless in this black and white, robotic, futuristic, based from a children's book. I think this is stunning, and I think she's used studs as the bolts in the face, and I think that's just like clothing poppers. I don't know what the word is for them, but it's a smart idea, bitch. And I think it looked great.
Yeah, I think my favorite part about it for sure is the accuracy with the black and white. I don't know about you, but when I'm doing liner, I really struggle to get it clean and opaque. So for this artist to do all those lines and have them so symmetrical and just perfect, I think that's my favorite part for sure. I struggle with the symmetry, so this one's really good job. Mm-hmm. And I love how they took all the paint down to their chest and they have the heart on there and everything.
Up next is Cyan Idol in a punk tribute, and let's just go off by saying this is such a genius idea for black and white. I don't think anyone else would have thought of this. I think it's a great idea. And it's a nice statement, and it's so clean and well done. It doesn't even look like makeup. It's mad.
Yeah, at first when I saw it, I thought that the text across the eyes, I thought that was all edited afterwards. I was like, oh, okay. But then I look close and you can see the eyes in there. So this artist definitely is very, very talented with the makeup brush. They're one of their top ones in this competition for sure for me. I think every challenge they've really delivered. And I think this is a great concept. I don't think they were ever needed to fear that someone was going to do the same concept. Very original and very, very well done.
I love the message behind this, and the words is just great. And doing words on your face is always hard because you're doing it in a mirror. So you have to do it backwards or flip it, either one. But it's just hard to do, isn't it? Writing words.
Yeah, I struggle to spell forwards. I couldn't imagine trying to spell backwards on my face.
Exactly. Up next is the beautiful Alejandro in a beautiful tribute to his grandfather. Lots of love out to Alejandro today in this gorgeous look as well. Yeah,
I think this look is very, very creative. I personally, my drag inspiration is inspired by Jessica Rabbit in cartoons, so I'm always very partial to great big halo eyes. I think that Alejandro did a really good job with the eyes and clearly showing the message that he wanted to show in this look. I think the concept was well thought out, and I think he looks great.
It's a great look and a great idea for the black and white challenge, I think, because again, that's one that that no one else would do because it's so personal to him.
Yeah, and I think that anytime you have a struggle in your life, it's always really, really healthy to just channel that into your art and make something out of it, right? So I think this is a very, very good look for Alejandro.
Next up, we have Liam Laughlin, who has survived last week out of a very close elimination. And they're here, and they have just smashed out the park and proven why they should be here in this like incredible look. I did not even recognize that as Liam at first. Like, it's mad. It's so outside the box and like genius, and just so many like emotions towards it. It's one of my favorites this week. It's insane.
I'm not sure if the horns are prosthetics or if they're a headpiece, but if they're prosthetics, that is another very, like, I can do prosthetics. That's another very talented skill to have. And yeah, I think they really upped it this week. I think they did a really good job.
It's great to see. And yeah, there is prosthetics. They had 4 prosthetics on their face, and they're so perfectly blended in. Like, they've done a really good job of applying the prosthetics. Because there's one thing having prosthetics, but applying them is the hard bit, and they've done that with ease by the looks of it. I'm sure it was easy, but
it looks phenomenal.
I also love how like it's just hovering over yas instead of yes, it just says yas. Make it a little bit gay.
Oh my god, I didn't even notice that at first. That is, I love that. That's like the little chef's kiss on top.
And next up, we have the beautiful leather Locklear in a look that just made my jaw drop this week, and I was like, literally, I screamed when I saw it. I cannot believe this. Like, this is just fucking everything. I really can't get over it.
I competed with leather in the Broadway Ball, and I've been such a big fan of them ever since. I followed them on Instagram. I think they are such a creative performer, especially the soup can look that they did for the pop art challenge. That to me was perfection. And again, this week, this is just next level. Like the colors are right, like the lack thereof colors, the shading, and the technique, like they're such a talented makeup artist, which we didn't get to see as much on like the Broadway Ball, right? Where it was more performance based, and they killed that. So I think that for coming into this with people not necessarily expecting them to do all these crazy conceptual makeup looks, I think they're really killing it and really earning their spot for the finale.
The statue with like this moto jacket like shaded onto the like stone, absolute genius work, and so like well done, clean, like incredible work.
They're one of my favorite artists that I follow, and I think they have a really good shot in this competition, and I'm really excited to see what they pull out for the other weeks.
Next up, we have Chris in this Kiss-inspired look. Chris's Kiss. This is so punk rock and so different to what they've done before. This is, I think, so like unexpected to see from them, but it suits them so well. The details and everything are so sharp.
It's very like minimalist for the makeup, right? Like they didn't try and go like crazy. They were really confident in the idea and the concept, and the eye makeup looks phenomenal. Their face looks great. I think that the whole picture together just looks so clean.
I could like see this as an album cover. Like it's so like the whole photo as a whole is just like an incredible photo.
Kiss should rebrand and have Chris on it.
All I listen to now is Chris. And then we have Shin in this Coraline inspired look, and Coraline's like one of my favorite movies, so to see this I was like, yes, I want all of this. I think it's a really great look, and just the makeup's so clean and like well done.
I'm a Tim Burton fan, and I take some inspiration for Tim Burton characters into my art, and I think that this was a great look. It's something that when I heard the topic was the challenge was black and white, I was like, ooh, maybe we're gonna get some Coraline in here, and they pulled through. I think that it looks really good, and the button eyes. I really like the details on the inside with the string on the inside. I think that was really good, and carrying it down onto their chest.
Done like all the buttons and everything with makeup. Like it could have been very easy for them to just stick a button there and be done, but no, they've done it. It's a makeup competition, so they went all in on it. Next up is Robin Hearts, and once again they have robbed our hearts. Bendy and the Ink Machine is like one of my favorite games ever, so I was like so excited to see this. It's just such a like gorgeous concept and such like just a gorgeous game, gorgeous artwork, and this is like it has lived up to it and like brought it up 100 times to like the next level. It's just the horns, the makeup is like so precise. I'm obsessed with this look. Yeah,
I love Bendy and the Ink Machine. I think that as an aesthetic is so cool, and for black and white, what a better like there's no better concept than Benny and the Ink Machine in my opinion. Like the proportions are so well done. I think this is one of my favorite looks this week. I love it, love it, love it, love it.
Cannot fault it. It's just too perfect. It's just like 10 out of 10 on concept. 10 out of 10.
The bow on the neck is so well done, and like you can't even tell that it's on their neck.
I know.
One of my favorite looks this week for sure. I'm loving Robin Hearts and all they're showing throughout this competition. I think they're definitely one to watch.
Next up is Robin Holcox.
Yeah, I competed against Robin back in the Broadway Ball, and they're the reason that I started listening to Beetlejuice musical soundtrack and performed some songs from there. I love it. And I think that they've really, really shown that they can do some really cool conceptual makeup looks, and this is no exception. My favorite part about this is the texture that they created with all the line work. Like it wasn't clean black and white. They did a lot of small lines and use of black to create like a gray effect from further away. So up close you can see all the little lines and stuff, but from further back, they worked really well with texture to make it look like hair, which I think is very, very difficult, and I think they executed it very well. Like
you said, that texture is really cool to do. I wouldn't even know where to start to do something like that. So
yeah,
so much props to them for that, because that's really incredible work. And finally, we have Sleepy. This is like Sleepy's like signature style. They do these like crazy club kid looks, and I think it was a genius idea for them to bring that side of them in on this challenge, because I think it works beautifully for this challenge. And just a little pop of color in the eye, I think was such a great idea when they know that everyone's going to be going black and white. I know this is still a very black and white look, but that little pop of color just like brings like focus to it, and I think that's really cool.
They were one of the ones that I was like, wow, I expect some really big things from them, and they haven't disappointed. Every week they've really shown that they are a talented makeup artist. I think the face is so well done. The eye makeup is so clean and so well done. And the pop of color, I think, was chef's kiss. Perfect. I liked it.
Like the pressure's on them because they're like turning out stunning looks every week. But I can't see them doing anything other than like perfection. So fan favorite this week went to the one and only Leather. And of course it did, because everyone was gobsmacked by this look. And I think that was, when this was announced, like this was like posted, I knew they were going to win fan favorite because just everyone was going crazy about it.
Oh yeah, it is like next level. So good.
And so of course, going on to the winner, the first solo win of the season, Leather. Of course it is. So well done, Leather, the winner and the fan favorite of the week. That's just like killing it, and that's like killing it more than anything ever. They've solved world peace. They've like cured the planet. Like this is it. They've done everything.
Yeah, my crops are growing and flourishing. I'm well fed. I'm not thirsty. I got everything I needed from Leather's look this week. I thought it was just so major.
That's Leather's impact, and I'm here for it, and I'll be here for it every day of the week for the rest of my life. Moving on then, onto sadder notes. We have two more eliminated artists, Shin and Alejandro, and I really am heartbroken because I think both of these looks are great anyway, but this whole competition they've been turning stunning looks. So I'm really like sad to see them go. I know like people have to go every week and I wouldn't want anyone to go, but seeing them two, it did really crush me a little bit because I love what they've been doing and I can't wait to see what they're going to do outside of the competition.
Yeah, I think the cast for this competition is so talented that you don't even have to, even if your look is great, you could still be up for elimination, right? Like it's so close and just splitting hairs that none of them had a bad look. It was just who was like slightly better, right? So I think even though they are going home this week, I think that they should be very proud of their looks. I think they have shown a lot in this competition and shown that they are very talented makeup artists.
They've shown so much versatility and so much like talent and skill. Like they're going to be doing some amazing things in the future, and I can't wait. I'll be like there liking every post, notifications on, because I love shit like that, and I'm just gonna I just can't wait to see what they do. And then finally, Debbie, who is your favorite this week?
You know, I love to cause drama and stir up the pot, so it doesn't cause me any harm to say who my favorite is. I think that without a doubt, leather just knocked it out of the park this week. I would be shocked to find anyone who thought otherwise. Maybe you will. I don't know. I don't know you, but yeah, I think leather absolutely showed that they're such a talented makeup artist. And I think Robin Hart's was a close second. I will have to say, Robin Hart's, my heart goes out for you. I loved your look. I loved the concept. Leather's was just, in my opinion, unbeatable.
Okay, so I will have to say my personal favorite would be leather as well, and I think it's like I screamed when I saw it, like it was so much, like I can't. But I'm not gonna say leather. So leather's there, leather's talent, but my heart has to go out to Liam this week, just because I could not even recognize them in that look, and they had 4 prosthetics on, they had a cut-up board cap, they had a yas on a Ouija board. Yeah. I was there for every part of it. So my favorite's gonna go to Liam this week. You've smashed it, and I love to see them flourishing this week. And I can't wait to see what they're gonna do next week. Oh, it's so exciting. I just love this.
Yeah, I think this is a great competition and gives makeup artists a really good platform to show off their art.
And that's it then. We've spoken about the guests, we've gushed over them all, and this was like an insane week. I think this has been my favorite challenge so far, just because so many looks in it have just blown me away, and just like the diversity in it. Like they've gone from cartoons to children books to satanic demons and statues. It's mad. The range in this episode, this challenge is mad. So thank you so much for being here this week, Debbie. It's been great.
Thank you for having me. I love being here. I love giving my opinion and telling. I love talking. I love getting attention. So this is perfect.
So let's all give Debbie what she wants and give her lots of attention, lots of love. Just chuck it all over her. We love it. So you'll be able to find links and everything in the description to show lots of love to Debbie. And thank you so much for coming this week. It's been so great to get to know you from on different seasons. It's like we don't get to socialize as much, so it's great to actually get to chat to you and get to know you some.
Yeah, I feel like the Rose Productions crowd my name has been forgotten, so it's nice to show my face again. Maybe when school slows down, I'll do another competition.
I'll be there rooting for you every episode, so let's do it. I'm here for it. You've already got a fan.
Yay!
Thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode of Second Coat with me, your host, Sweet Boy. Today I was joined by Debbie Fluid. Make sure you give them lots of love. Make sure you also subscribe and follow Paint It Out on Instagram so you can see the looks before we spoil them here. It's been great to have you. You'll know where to find us next week for another episode where we gush over lots of looks again. Down to the final 8 now. Bloody terrifying. So I'll see you next week here on YouTube. Second Coat, 8 p.m. BST Wednesday. I'll see you there. Peace out. Whee!